Porsha ready to steal somebody else's husband. Yours? Yours? Sweetie me again. Sweetie me again. Record that. Record that. Then also, who else do we have? There's a new girl named Angela Oakley. Now I don't know Angela, but I hear her husband is everything. I hear her husband is everything. I hear her husband is everything. And I can even say he's too old for her because Porsha is in the midst of divorcing her grandfather. So, nah. Okay, this is the perfect age range for Porsha right here. I just feel like, even though you may not be married, it's just some things are just common sense of how to behave around a married couple. And for me, I don't even like to stand and look someone's husband eye to eye and carry on more than a 3-minute conversation. So when we go to exchange telephone numbers, like I was telling somebody the other day, every type of communication that you have with this couple needs to go through the wife. And you should know that at some point in your life. And if you overstep that boundary, then your intentions were wrong from the beginning.
What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina News. As you can see, I have so much content to talk about because there's a lot going on with the Real Housewives of Atlanta that I didn't even play the longer intro, the one that make you all laugh and be on the floor. That intro is almost 4 minutes long. When something gets that long, is it really an intro? That's half of the video. So I cut the intro short. For those of you who want to see the longer Porsha Williams intro that just have you all in tears, go to the RHA playlist and watch those videos. Maybe in the future, if I do a very short content on Porsha and I need a longer intro, to just make up for my minutes, then I will do that, okay? But for now, the shorter intro will do.
Who needs to be unfiltered?
Yeah.
To me, unfiltered is like living in your truth, who you are, your authentic self, where you show up everywhere you go. I would say Drew Sidora. And I would love that for her, just because I think it's easier, because you can remember what you say. Sometimes if you say something and it's filtered with something else, you can't remember it.
Filtered with what, Porsha?
Lies.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
For me, if you have a peach, everybody is the main character. And when you are not honest or just really letting the cameras in, meanwhile, I'm over here split wide open, wig off, everything. It's like, damn, give me some of her check. You know what I mean? If she's not going to do her job.
I appreciate that. Give me some of your check.
Give me some of your check.
And to that, Drew responded, "Hello, Pot." I'm kidding. Didn't you leave on a lie and return to creating lies because someone couldn't talk about someone? Exactly. Drew is not a saint. She's had her moments with lying and all of that. But for Porsha to sit on any platform and say everything she just said, like, girl, you did not come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta after getting with that man because of embarrassment. Now, yes, I get it. Going through their divorce and reading certain paperwork, Simon didn't want me to work and all of that. However, the same Simon that was right there with you on your spinoff didn't want you to work on the show. No, you did not come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because they were going to drag you. You did not want to have the full transparency and being your authentic self, everything that just left your mouth. The hypocrisy. She thought she could go on her own show and control the narrative. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to show this luxury and amazing and lavish lifestyle and all of that without having to be transparent and really explain how I got with this man and just be honest. Her true, authentic self, everything she just said, she couldn't do it. And that's the reason why her stories did not match about how she met him, because everything was a lie. And that's the reason why she's currently going through everything that she's going through with him. So Drew, excellent response and clap back. I don't have to do too much with this right here. Because we already know Porsha history and all of that. You all know I be inserting videos and receipts and all of that. I don't have to do any of that as it relates to Porsha because we already know Porsha history. She lies. So girl, stop it. Anyways, it's also possible that after everything that happened, Porsha realized I had one of the biggest stories to give Bravo, and I fumbled it, okay? Out of fear, not being myself, not being transparent, lies, and all of that, okay? Now that I'm back, I have this opportunity that Bravo and NBC Universal still chose me and took a chance. I'm going to make sure they do not regret that chance. And for the first time, I'm going to be transparent. If that's the case, maybe, just maybe, that's why now you can see, okay? This is what everything you described about Drew, that's been you for years. So if that's the case, cut my girl Kenya Moore a check as well. Because if you want a check from Drew, of course, not literally, but I said that all the time. I said they need to cut Kenya a check with the way how they use her for their storylines. They use her to hide behind her while covering up their mess. Yeah, a lot of people over there owe my girl a check, okay?
Shamia had been around for years, so so she doesn't feel new because we know her, but this Shamia, obviously you get to see her with her children, in a different light, because she used to just come with us on cash trips. Now she is main center stage.
Of course. Listen, it's always good for a person who's been a friend of the show to transition because it makes the transition easy.
Much easier.
So, she came in kind of as a newbie, but it's like, oh, girl, come on, girlfriend. Like, we know you.
She knows what's up.
Yeah.
Now, Phaedra's response didn't, shock anyone. Phaedra and Shamia will never ever be on that level of BFFs. We know that, okay? Based on their history, Phaedra lies, and all of that. We know that. But Shamia and Porsha have been friends for a long time, and people were giving her response a little side-eye because of the way how she responded. A normal response of excitement and how happy she was in other interviews, talking about how she's so happy that Shamia finally got a peach, and oh my goodness, what a joy it is to be making money with your best friend / your sister. And when she was going through her situation, she's still going through it, but Shamia was all over her page, and all of that. And then now people are like, okay, what happened to Shamia? We don't see them hanging out. What's going on now? Are they trying to pretend to make the public speculate about their friendship, to draw in viewers? Or did something really happen? Or were they cool? And then the moment Phaedra came back, Porsha turned into this Porsha that basically turned her back on her friend because of Phaedra. What's going on? Even at the beginning, this whole situation with Drew, Shamia had joined in the beef with Drew, and people were calling her Porsha lapdog and all of that. So now to see Porsha responds, and there was, a happy entrepreneur day recently, and Porsha tagged, almost everybody but Shamia, even Kenya had to hop in the comments like, where's my tag? And then she finally tagged Kenya next to, the newbie that came for Kenya, all of that. I did a separate video on it, so that's why I'm not flashing things on the screen, because I already talked about it in a separate video that's coming up after probably my Married to Medicine review tomorrow. So anyways, we'll talk about it when we get to that video. Some people were like, side eye. But anyways, for those of you who forgot everything else that Drew and Porsha and Shamia been going through that's leading to certain responses and all of that, I'm going to leave you with those videos I did a little while ago. Just some excerpts from those videos. But hey, all of you well and take care. Oh, and before we get into the older content, I just want to quickly say that Porsha and Dennis, not only are they close and doing certain things together, she posted a video of the both of them celebrating the fact that she unblocked him and all of that.
Unblocked? How you feel?
Hey.
You out of jail?
It's a new day, in America, it's a new day every day. Get up and make things happen. least 2008, bro. We back now.
2 years.
We back.
Unblock, that is. Just unblock. Oh, Lord. Okay,
So I'm about to do my interview.
Glenda, you want me to take a picture of how it looks, or they sent it to you?
Why are you here? What are you doing here, Ariana?
Well, Shamia was on the radio, and this is what she had to say about Drew Sidora.
Another cast member dropped us off.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Really? No, really. Drew has another song. I mean, I put it out there. She said it leaked, so I wasn't really sure.
Oh, okay. So I said dropping. I don't know if it's out either.
Is it out? Yeah. Have you? I've never heard it on this station. I mean, I've not heard it on this station. I've heard it, but we heard your song though. Like that you did do, and you know what? You never had. Okay, so it's going to be. Like, is it going to be the battle of the queens? Oh, there's no battle. Okay, there's only one. Not at all.
I love it.
So you gotta understand, I speak truth. Okay. And I, like, you know how rappers, they rap about their life or whatever.
All right.
I sing about my life and everything in me and with me is authentic. Oh. Okay, so when people start out saying, I got 5 different languages that I can speak, you don't speak 5 languages. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now, Shamia. Yeah, I know Drew be doing too much sometimes, but as a performer, as an artist, you are aware that sometimes the lyrics can mean more than just it being literal, okay? Did your BFF, Porsha Williams, really flatline? Literally? Did you all have to go and rush her to the hospital? No. But she was thinking about being heartbroken, and when your heart is broken, exactly. You know where she was going with that. So as a singer and a performer, you know that. She was sampling a beat in the song, I got 5 on it. So it made sense for her to say 5 different languages. And then she kind of explained what she meant by that. So Shamia, stop the nitpicking, okay? You know what that girl meant. But anyways, let's continue to listen.
Okay. So, but I'm saying, so do you think Drew dropped her song because you dropped somebody else's song? Oh, well, 5 languages. I ain't never heard of slide out the way on that. But you know what? Let me not be a hater. Yeah. Let's all, we congratulate everybody.
Least favorite person.
Well, the big liar. Who was that? The one that speaks 5 different languages, we know good. No, to be honest, I have not watched. She just lies. I'm tired of the lies. I have no honesty. Okay. Authentic beings. Oh, Drew is she the big liar on the show? Yeah, she is. And cause what? I mean, what else do you need? Tell white lies, red lies. Orange, green lies. Wow. Like, there's no end to them. And it's like, it be little stuff. Like, how do you lying about? Now, we know the color of the sky. You don't sit here and tell me that it's green? Don't do that. She just lied. Y'all heard the song? I mean, I heard the song, but you know, it's songs people make up things all the time. That's lying. That's lying. People make up things all the time.
All the damn time.
How will season 16 be different than the other seasons? It's a sweet 16. Okay. I like it. I'm having fun. I'm meeting a lot of great people. I get to do the show with my best friend, Porsha, and that's amazing. Like, you know, you get to work with your friends and get a check.
And you get to put your music on display.
And I get to put on a huge platform. That part.
We got one more snippet to play. Come on, introduce this last snippet.
Y'all, I'm not selling waist trainers. I'm not selling tees. Y'all do what y'all do. What I'm selling is music.
Now, the reason why I've been flashing these images on the screen is to remind people that, yes, season 16 will be the first time Shamia will be holding a peach. Shamia been on the show for a long time. Shamia been around Drew when Drew was having her moments with lying. You all remember when she did this whole thing towards LaToya, and majority of what she said were all lies. And then Drew became a hypocrite in that, because after calling
LaToya, Jezebel, and all of these different things based on lies. You also had Candy was so upset because it triggered something in Candy history on this show with people lying on her. And after sitting on her moral high horse, calling LaToya, Jezebel, and all of that, almost getting in a fight, and people had to hold her back. What did Drew do? She openly supported Porsha and Simon relationship, even though she knew how they got together, the cheating allegations and all of that. But you were just over here trying to fight LaToya based on lies and things that you created. And also, Drew had her own little situation going on where Mimi, said that her ex-fiancé, cheated, with Drew, and Drew denied it, and Drew's soon-to-be ex-husband said it's the truth, and so Drew had her own alleged, situation going on. And then also she and Porsha allegedly had a moment doing a whole Bolo situation, all of that. So how are you over here trying to preach to anybody and call anybody Jezebel when you're over here supporting the same mess that you are fighting against? Hot mess. But anyways, let's continue to listen. And so I just wanted to remind you all that even though whatever Shamia and Drew are experiencing is something new, there's history there because Shamia been around certain situations with Drew. Now, I also notice people saying that Shamia is just doing this because her BFF Porsha have issues with Drew, so now she's jumping and being Porsha lapdog. Of course, is what they call Shamia. And I'm aware, guilty by association, all of that, but you can't blame Shamia for Porsha actions and things like that. But people were saying some of the things that Shamia was listing about Drew. Oh, she's a liar, she's not authentic and all of that. They were like, girl, you are best friends with someone that embodies everything you're claiming you don't like, but that's still your best friend and you're able to overlook it. So miss us with the hypocrisy. So I also saw those comments as well. And then your bestie Porsha not even keeping her stories straight. One moment you set her up. Thank you, bestie, best matchmaker ever. Next moment, I saw he was going through a divorce, so I sent him a DM. It's all over the place, but that's still your best. Some people in the comments were calling her a hypocrite. Also, you had people saying, no wonder she's begging for Kenya to come back. Now, Porsha and Shamia and whoever else is against Drew, and she's by herself. And if Kenya was there, she wasn't going to allow the whole ganging up thing to happen, okay? That's why the girl wants Kenya back, because at least she would have had one person to have her back. Because remember, Drew and Porsha were close, and now Porsha over here is about to probably get center peach because Kenya is not there. And then now Shamia too. Drew is like, Kenya, help. If you missed the last video I uploaded, Drew talking about Kenya and why she wanted her back and pleading with Bravo and Kenya to work it out, I will link it in the description below. And like I said, lastly, people felt like because Porsha and Drew are having a moment, so Shamia is just being a good friend and joining her BFF. For those of you who missed it, I'm going to leave you with Porsha and Drew on following each other, what happened, and all of that. I'm wishing all of you well, and take care.
Let's see when Drew and Porsha ex-fiancé and the father of her child were in the studio together, and people took that and blew it up and was like, oh, Drew is messing with Dennis and all of that. Dennis has his own version of, Kids Bob / doing music that can help children with their education and things like that. It's called All-Star Kid, okay? You can see it right in his bio, allstarkid.com.ig. If you click on that, it takes you to the page. So because of this, of course, Dennis had access to studios and different things like that. So there's a possibility that maybe through some of his connection, Drew was able to book a studio through him, or Drew could have been doing some work on his projects, okay? But as far as we still being, I know, Porsha was and is very bold with what she did. And because of that, everyone is like, well, we are no longer putting anything past anybody because that was a bold move. And we are all witnessing the downfall of the two of them right now. Now, you all remember I also posted a clip from the studio and then Dennis' statement, which is on the screen. You go ahead and read it for yourself where he tagged Drew, basically calling people delusional. And then Drew also went ahead and responded. So I confirmed it back then that, hey, there's nothing going on. However, I completely understand. Drew and Porsha were friends, probably still friends, or not friends for a storyline because they don't follow each other. And Drew is no longer promoting Porsha, wig or hairline and company and all of that. And listen, Kenya Moore is no longer there. They need something to make the show exciting. So if anything happens, it could be business related. Why are you working with my ex and no longer working with me? Who knows? They have to do whatever they got to do to keep their checks coming over there. But as far as Drew and Dennis, nothing to see here.
We're going to raise a toast.
Yeah.
Cheers. Okay, big news coming. If you don't know, now you know. My album is dropping 12/12.
You're in the making.
It's been a year in the making, okay? So when y'all see the finished product, I don't want you to think, oh, we just woke up and it just happened. No, it's been a lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears. So what? We're celebrating because we're in the studio. We just had a listening session. And this album is going to win.
We're going to the Grammys.
Cheers to the Grammys. So stopping by to give y'all a first listen to my first single. I mean, this is what it is. It's called Love for a Minute. We're going to just play a little bit. Tell me what y'all think about the record, okay? Oh my goodness, y'all.
Know the drill. For copyright reasons, I cannot play Drew's song on here. But as you can see, everything I said months ago is exactly what was happening. Dennis had the connection. They went into business together. He's a producer on her album. And they announced her album release date a few days ago. And as you can see, they were in the studio together, playing some cuts from her album and celebrating. So like I said before, absolutely nothing to see here. But for those of you who will be watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm sure every drama is great for the show and for TV. So there you have it. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. I'm going to leave you with Drew, thanking her team and everybody. So let's get into that.
I love you. Tell me what you think. DM me. Let me know what's up.
Real tears on that record.
Who's about their money and winning and their business? Dennis. Dennis doesn't care about any of this. As long as he's in the picture, he's getting publicity, his businesses are getting promoted. That's all he cares about. He's a businessman. Because Dennis had a business deal and partnership with Fallon. Fallon was once the brand ambassador for his brand, his liquor brand. And now he's in the studio with Drew. He's not about, if Porsha don't like you, I don't like you, I'm not rocking with you, or my loyalty is for Porsha because she's the mother of my child. Because in Dennis' eyes, where was your loyalty and consideration when not only did you start messing with this man who was still with his wife, you had our child around him in 2 seconds, okay? And I had to stand there and witness the whole thing. I was invited, and I stood there with a smile on my face, like, I'm just going to tolerate it, whatever. So if you can go and move like that, I can move however way I want to move, because that man is a businessman. I mean, he's about to be back on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm sure Porsha is cutting him a check for that and all of that. So Dennis is about his money, and it's about his business. And Dennis is not a saint either. We all know, we all remember what he did to Porsha. But I know one thing. Dennis is watching all of this mess with Porsha and Simon, and he's like, aha. And that's why I fought you about signing a prenup my way, because I was not about to go there with you. Look at what Simon is going through, being kicked out of his own house. So, yeah.
Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.